When people start thinking about writing and publishing a book, they usually have one big question.
How much money can I actually make doing this?
You might have heard stories about authors making 6 figures in their first year. Maybe somebody's TikTok video went viral and they sold 10,000 copies overnight. That kind of success is amazing, but it's also rare. Most new self-published authors don't start out like that. So instead of discussing the outliers, let's discuss what's normal. Let's look at what you can expect if you're a regular person just getting started with self-publishing, figuring things out as you go, because realistic expectations matter. They help you plan smarter, set better goals, and stop feeling like you're doing something wrong when you're not making thousands of dollars right away. This video will walk through a typical first year of self-publishing income. I'll break it down month by month so you can see what slow and steady growth really looks like. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of how much money is possible and what steps can help you earn more as you grow. You finished your book. Maybe you paid for a nice cover. Maybe you got a friend to proofread it. You uploaded it to Amazon or other platforms and now you wait. So how much can you expect to earn in your first month? For most brand new self-published authors, the first 30 days bring in anywhere from $0 to $300. That's a wide range, right? And here's why. If you don't already have an audience, like a newsletter, social media followers, or a blog, it's hard for people to find your book. And unless you have a marketing plan or some kind of launch strategy, your book might sit there quietly for a while. This isn't a failure. It's totally normal. Publishing your book is the starting line, not the finishing line. Think of it as opening a tiny bookstore in the middle of nowhere. If no one knows about it, no one's coming through the door yet. But if you're doing some things like enrolling in Kindle Unlimited, running a free or discounted promotion, testing a few Amazon ads, you might see a bit more activity. Maybe you'll get a few dozen downloads or even your first sale. It feels amazing, but don't panic if it's slow. That's just how it begins. After the first month, you may see some progress. Your book may get a few reviews and someone may recommend it to a friend. Try a free promo and get some page reads in Kindle Unlimited. Around this time, many authors earn $50 to $500 a month. Still, that's an enormous range, and a lot depends on the following factors. Some genres sell better than others. Romance, fantasy, thriller, and cozy mysteries do well on Amazon. Literary fiction or poetry usually grows more slowly. Like it or not, people judge books by their covers. If your cover looks professional and fits your genre, you'll attract more readers. The words you use to describe your book and the search terms you choose can make a big difference in whether readers find it. A handful of candid 4- and 5-star reviews help give your book credibility. If you're in Kindle Unlimited and your book is bingeable, meaning people read one book and want the next, those page reads can also add to real income. You might still feel invisible sometimes, but behind the scenes, the momentum is building. By this point, many new authors start to see things shift. The average monthly income for this stage is $100 to $750. Why the change? Simple. If you publish a second book, it often boosts the first book. Readers who find book 2 will usually go back and read book 1. This is especially true if you're writing a series. Also, your books might start showing up in also bought sections on Amazon. That means if a reader buys a similar book, yours might pop up as a suggestion. That's free visibility. Here's what else can help you in this stage: publishing a sequel or even just another standalone book. Running better ads now that you have some data. Getting more reviews, which builds trust. Making updates to your book's description or keywords. Little by little, things start to click. You're not rich yet, but you're growing. And that matters. Just a quick pause. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. And if you want to stay updated, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Here's where things start to feel more real. At this point, many new authors finally earn back what they spent on editing, cover design, and formatting. In other words, they break even. Monthly income is usually $200 to $1,000 per month. You may have 2 or 3 books out by now, and readers are starting to recognize your name. You might even get your first fan email or a comment from someone who loves your book. And that's a great sign. This stage is often where things speed up if you keep going. You may also start experimenting more seriously with email marketing, as in starting a newsletter, launching strategies, running profitable ads, outlining the following books in your series. Remember, most people don't make money on their first book. They make money by continuing to publish and improve. Now we're coming up to the end of year 1. If you stayed consistent in writing, learning, publishing, and promoting, you might earn between $300 and $1,500 per month. Again, not everybody gets here in their first year. Some take longer, some move faster. But this range is very possible if you've published 2 to 4 books, gained some traction with readers, learned some marketing basics, invested in good covers, blurbs, and categories. At this point, your author career starts to feel more like a small business. You're not relying on luck anymore. You're building systems, ways to reach new readers, keep old ones coming back, and turn your creativity into income. It's not always easy, but it's real. And it's yours. Let's pause briefly and talk about what affects your income. These are the biggest pieces of the puzzle. Some genres simply sell better than others. As I mentioned before, romance, thrillers, fantasies, and mysteries have large active readers on platforms like Amazon. These readers also love series and will read multiple books by the same author. If you write poetry, literary fiction, or super niche nonfiction, sales might be slower, and that's okay. Just know that your growth path might look different. One book is great, but if you write a series, one sale can lead to 2, 3, or 10 more. That's why many self-published authors focus on writing series. Series also help with marketing. Ads and promotions for book 1 often drive sales of the whole series. Think of these as your storefront. If your cover doesn't match your genre, readers won't click. If your keywords don't match what people are searching for, they won't find your book. If your blurb doesn't hook them, they won't buy. The good news? These are all things you can learn and improve. The more high-quality books you put out, the more chances you have to earn. This doesn't mean you should rush, but consistency helps. Publishing 2 to 4 books in your first year puts you on a solid path. You don't need to be a marketing expert, but you do need a plan. Even simple things like running a free promotion or learning to use Amazon ads can boost your visibility and income. After all of that, what can you expect to earn in your first year? Here's a basic breakdown. On the low end, 0 to 500 total. This is common for authors who publish one book, don't do much marketing, or write in a small or niche genre. Mid-range, 1,000 to 5,000 total. This is realistic for authors who publish 2 to 3 books, learn a bit about marketing, and write in a genre with a strong demand. The high end, 10,000 or more in 1 year. This happens, but usually only if authors publish quickly and often, write in a popular genre, run effective ads, and hit the market at the right time. Remember, most small businesses lose money in their first year. If you're earning anything from your writing, even $200, that's something to be proud of. A slow start is normal. If your first book makes a couple $100, that doesn't mean you failed. It means you've started. And starting is the hardest part. From here, the goal is to build. Write your next book. Learn more about marketing. Improve your covers and blurbs. And keep showing up. The money follows the momentum. The more consistent you are, the more chances you give yourself to grow. So don't compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel. You're not behind. If this video helped you understand what to expect from your first year, then check out this video where I explain how to price your book for maximum royalties. Click here now, and I will see you over there.